morning, everyone, and welcome to our special online edition of the Weekend Morning Report. I'm Jessica Gagne.
And I'm Clay Gordon. We've been preempted on NBC and News Center Maine for the Open. But since we last spoke with you guys here on Facebook and YouTube, there has been some storms that have moved through the area. Let's check in with Ryan now, who's been following that. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Clay, Jess, good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, some storms up north this morning, but in southern Maine for sure. The story is the heat. Another day with a heat advisory. This is up until 7 o'clock this evening from the mid-coast all the way down through Cumberland and York counties. Satellite radar showing the downpours, showers, and thunderstorms now moving into northern Maine. And a severe thunderstorm warning was issued for the Jackman area around 6 o'clock this morning. That storm is starting to weaken and move out of the warning area. We'll have to see if they extend this farther east. But you can see the downpours and storms now just to the north of Greenville, and this is all going to be moving toward Baxter State Park. I've put the tracker on this so you can kind of see the time frame here, getting closer to Millinocket by 8 o'clock, and if it holds together, may make it toward Holton by about 9 o'clock this morning. So in addition to some heavy rain, thunder, and lightning, the potential for some gusty winds and small hail as all of this moves east. But for the rest of us, we're just in the soup. It's 80 right now in Portland and Sanford. Not very often. It's 7 in the morning in Maine. It's already 80 degrees. 76 in Bangor, 79 in Millinocket. Bar Harbor and Rockland also in the mid-70s at this hour. And it's not just the heat, it's the humidity. Dew points are sky high. 73 the dew point right now in Portland, so it's feeling tropical out there. Hour by hour this morning, you can see by 10 a.m. we're moving those showers and storms through the northern part of the state. And again, in the humidity and in the heat, any of these can become severe. So if there are warnings issued, we'll let you know. And if they're significant enough, we'll break in and let you know about them. But again, a lot of these going to be up around Baxter State Park and in less populated places. But this time of the year, there can be a lot of people hiking and camping. So if you have friends up there, let them know. Southern Maine, hazy, hot, and humid, already pushing to near 90 by 10 or 11 and getting into the low 90s here this afternoon with just a chance for an isolated shower or storm farther south into southern Maine. So here are the high temps today: 93 Wiscasset, 92 Portland, mid-90s Sanford and Portsmouth, and still getting to about 90 in Bangor. I'll be back in a few minutes. We'll talk about when the heat and humidity break and take another look at those storms too.
All right, thanks so much, Ryan.
It's extremely hot. It's excruciating out here, but by the beach, so enjoy the weather, enjoy the water.
And that is the place to be. People are packing Maine's beaches this weekend as an escape from the blistering heat out there. Yesterday, Old Orchard Beach was almost like a Patriots game, standing room only, although not as expensive, I would say, as the Patriots game. The beaches were packed to max capacity. Of course, people embraced the cold ocean water as one way to beat the heat.
You know, who was out there braving the heat? Football players. They actually had to be hosed off to stay cool during the annual Lobster Bowl game. The best seniors in the state played at Thornton Academy yesterday. The temperature on the artificial turf at kickoff was 107 degrees. The West got out to a big lead at half. They led 48-14 and continued to roll to a 60-14 win.
That would have been great for a Gatorade bath yesterday.
Yeah, the coaches are begging for it.
The only day of the year.
All right, it's been so hot this weekend in Maine. Many Maine police departments have been issuing some special requests.
Yeah, Winslow police are asking people to hold off on criminal activity until Monday. The heat is just too dangerous. The city of Portland also canceling crime because the city of South Portland, rather, has also been canceling crime because their uniforms don't mix well with 90-degree temps.
That's a tough fabric. And the Bangor Police Department showing off one of their own with a reminder of how good and restful a midday nap can be. It's a nice way. That looks like a fun way to beat the heat.
For everyone. Portland police urge everyone to be good to each other and drink plenty of water. Now, they are all using humor to make light of the heat, but it's still very dangerous out there for the entire weekend. If you don't have access to air conditioning, there are cooling stations set up around the state. The full list can be found on our website and our new mobile app. A quick look at some of the headlines right now.
Now, police in Orrington had to brave the heat during a 12-hour standoff. Investigators say a woman visiting a home on Johnson Mill Road reported that 3 people robbed her. When troopers got there, none of those 3 people would leave the house. The standoff ended peacefully, though, and police arrested all 3 people.
Well, this weekend, state troopers in New Hampshire stopped a man going 77 miles over the speed limit on I-95. A trooper clocked Eric Joseph going 142 in a 65-mile-per-hour speed zone. Now, police say Joseph told them he was just driving home to New Jersey. He is charged with reckless driving.
A man is due in court tomorrow morning for allegedly stabbing his mother. Maine State Police and the Cumberland County Sheriff's Office say Mohammed No stabbed his mother on Friday night in Harrison. She had serious injuries and is being treated for her wounds at Maine Medical Center. Well, some people are still waiting for their power to come back on this morning, which means no AC, which is tough in the middle of this kind of hot, humid weather.
Yeah, 2 different areas dealing with problems which cut power to thousands of people yesterday. About 7,800 CME customers lost power in York County late yesterday afternoon at its peak, while over 200 CME customers are still without power right now.
All right, so we have Ryan Brighton here, who's going to get into your full forecast in just a second. But first, we're going to check your pulse this morning because we want to know, obviously, when you get into patterns and it's been really humid, people are like, well, let's get rid of that. But we want to know, would you rather have this heat or a blizzard? And we've had people weighing in all morning. Thanks for joining us. And it's pushed to heat wave. Blizzard was winning. You guys remember in the 5:30 hour, but now 53% saying heat waves.
I'm just racking my brain. In the winter, I'm always thinking, man, I wish it was summer. In the summer, I don't think I've ever thought in my head, I wish it was winter.
And
I'm a winter
we
person.
both ski.
Yeah,
I mean,
and I'm a hockey player.
Yeah.
I like being outside in the winter.
me too.
And this is fall is my favorite season too. So we're still, I mean, like we're at the beginning of it for me. I don't want this to go away.
We're
for
just
a long
getting
time.
started.
I know, exactly.
I always say professionally winter is my favorite because like if you're a meteorologist in Maine, that's the time.
Sure.
But personally, I love the summer.
I was going to say, are you the one skewing the poll? Are you voting blizzard?
No, I would vote heat wave. 100% would vote heat wave. And I know, some people don't like the heat and humidity. I get it. But you can at least kind of prepare and maybe seek AC and, no school cancellations or anything like that.
And just so we're clear, too, we're not in a heat wave.
No, it takes 3 days. Pretty
Yeah.
close. Freiburg might get there. I'll have to check what they hit on Friday. Technically, it's 3 days of 90 or higher.
So, in your professional opinion, today is looking like?
90 plus in Portland, and for the rest of us, it's just hot and humid. We do have some storms out there, too. Let's take a look. We'll show you the live camera from Portland this morning. It's hazy out there, and already 80 degrees. That's the 7 a.m. observation at the Jetport. It's not very often it's this hot at this hour of the day. West-northwest wind coming in at about 6 miles per hour this morning. So another day with the heat advisory up. It's through 7 o'clock this evening, and then that'll be allowed to expire. No need for heat advisories after today. Do want to take a few minutes to talk about what's going on in northern Maine, though. If you have friends who are camping, maybe up at Baxter State Park, planning on doing some hiking today, and even into the county, too, we've got a line of some showers and storms that's coming in. Here's a closer look. There was a severe thunderstorm warning as this went just north of Jackman with some hail and gusty winds about an hour ago. The warnings have been allowed to drop, but you can still see these are some nasty storms to the north of Greenville, and they're moving east. So I've put the tracker on this, and you can see the times and places this will generally be heading. Around 8 o'clock, it'll be getting toward Millinocket, and then if this line holds together, you'll get some rain, rumbles of thunder, and lightning toward Holton around 9 o'clock. And we already got some rain to the north of this that'll be pushing toward Aroostook County. So northern Maine pretty wet this morning, very humid for everybody, and then southern Maine It's hazy, hot, and humid. Again, already 80 in Portland, 74 in Wiscasset. Here are your dew points. They're all in the low 70s, so we're in the soup. We are in the humidity for sure. But this front comes through tonight, less humid tomorrow. And then this system you see here over the middle part of the nation, that's going to come in tomorrow night into Tuesday morning. And with that, we're going to get some soaking rain for Tuesday morning. I'll show you that here in the timeline. So hour by hour, by 10 o'clock, notice where most of this rain is. It's in northern Maine, starting to get some of this down into Washington County as well. But southern Maine, hazy, hot, and humid, even into Waterville and Augusta too. It's hazy, hot, and humid at that point. Toward the midday, we still have some showers and storms in northern and eastern Maine. But again, Bangor, Waterville south, it's just hot and humid. There may be an isolated storm in the southern half of the state this afternoon, but I think your chances are only about 20%. Most of the day going to be dry in southern Maine. Eastern Maine, though, that's where we keep the storms going into the early afternoon. So down east, going to be pretty wet at times as these all come through. This afternoon, we'll start to clear it out, and then the front moves through tonight. And by tomorrow morning, it's feeling totally different. This is the map at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. The humidity will be dropping. I imagine there still will be some stickiness in the air, but a lot better feeling tomorrow morning with temperatures that will be in the 60s. Sunniest part of the day will be tomorrow morning, because then watch this. Clouds come in during the afternoon. We turn cloudy and cool in the afternoon with some showers developing in southern Maine after about 2 or 3 o'clock. So if you're thinking of going to the beach tomorrow or getting outside, the morning is your time to do it, because the afternoon will turn cloudy and then wet, especially tomorrow night. We'll get a big slug of rain in here Tuesday morning. Downpours, some rumbles of thunder, potential for an inch or more of rain. And you can see where the heaviest of this is plotted. It's for the coast and for southern Maine, not as much up in the mountains and in northern Maine. But that's the next thing, and we'll have more on that for you tonight and tomorrow. Marine forecast sees 2 to 3 feet today, southwest wind 5 to 10 knots, water temp is 63. So again, you get the heat today, and then you lose the heat and the humidity. The rest of the week looking a lot more comfortable. Tuesday on the cool side, only in the low 70s with some rain in the morning and then clouds hanging on for most of the day. Pretty less humid on Wednesday, mostly cloudy, will be in the 70s, and then we gradually start to warm things back up. Thursday, Friday into the weekend may turn humid again by Saturday. Back to you guys.
Now let's take a quick look at some of our Wake Me Up pictures this morning.
Wake me up, rub my eyes, get out of bed, brush my teeth and comb my head, splash some water on my face and try to wake me up. Put the kettle on the stove, what day is this? Who even knows? It's time to shuffle out the door, hit the streets and start my day.
There we go. 7:13 right now. My mic is going. It's time for some Sunday Social.
Yeah, just because we're not on TV, I didn't think we were going to skip our favorite Sunday segment.
Especially when we're on social media right now. This
Exactly.
is very appropriate.
All right, and I get to start this week, and I'm really excited about this one. This is adorable. So this comes from the Northwoods League, which is a college baseball league, the Kalamazoo Growlers. If you've been on Instagram this week, you've probably seen this adorable kid. This is Coach Drake. He's a 6-year-old assistant coach for the Growlers, and he's become a social media star. This video is one of his most recent. He gets ejected from the game after arguing with an ump and just loses his mind. The best part about this kid is the way he marches around.
I love the arms.
He's kicking the dirt.
Oh, man.
Oh my! There he goes. He's out.
He's gone.
But he doesn't stop there. He's going for the bats. He's going to be knocking over some Gatorade. He's having a field day. Now I will let you know that Coach Drake has the record for being tossed out of the most Northwoods games.
Wow.
Of course, this is all in good fun. You know, this is something that they're obviously doing
Oh, here he
to
comes with the
entertain.
bats. Oh, man.
But
What'd the bats do?
he's getting thrown out like the best of them in the major leagues. So that's pretty cool. Kalamazoo Growlers.
I'm a huge fan of the Kalamazoo.
Are you?
Yeah.
You have
I
the
their
pennants on
hats.
your wall.
Yeah. I'm looking for
Like
a
the
Coach
name
Drake.
of the team. That's
The Growlers.
interesting name.
Yeah, that'd be really.
Right.
Oh, I was thinking more like a beer
I was
growler.
too.
That's how both of you are really beating the heat.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Prove it. Anyways, this is our first Sunday Social follow-up post. Remember a couple weeks ago I did the alligator that was loose in a Chicago lagoon?
Yes. The
Well,
nightmare of Chicago.
Yeah, that was a big deal. Everyone was talking about it. Well, they found it. They captured it. It has since been turned into an internet sensation, and they gave it the name Chance the Snapper because Chance the Rapper is actually from Chicago. And they sent it down to Florida, how appropriate, and it's now at like some Everglades Park or Sanctuary or something like that.
So he's safe.
So he's safe. And so are the people of Chicago.
How did they get him? Do you know? Did they have to lure him in with growlers?
They did some fishing, some airboats, I would say.
Awesome.
On the same subject of waterfowl or whatever, I don't know if we call
Is fowl a bird?
alligator
Yeah.
or snake or shark that.
You can tell Ryan's a big hunter.
Yeah, big time.
Water creatures, let's say.
Water creatures,
There we go.
exactly.
Monsters.
I saw this yesterday, and this is from the Atlantic White Shark Conservancy. This is off of Orleans.
Man.
Ah, that poor child.
Right? So they're reeling in the fish, and then this is going to play again. You'll be able to see it and listen too. Reeling it in. Boom!
He almost got hit with the tail.
Yeah, the shark apparently sniped the fish. The first time I saw it, I thought they were reeling in a shark, and then looked a little more closely. I said, no, there was a fish there. The shark just got it.
I love the woman behind the camera panicking. Like, ah, should I cut?
Right.
I don't know what's happening.
I just feel bad. I hope this isn't the kids' last time ever going out in the ocean. Because this could be a very traumatic experience.
Yeah, that's traumatizing. But he didn't look like he freaked out too bad. Just kind of backed away once he realized what was happening.
Handled it well.
Oh, awesome.
So we always are looking for your Sunday Social post. So shoot us a line. Use the hashtag. You could use Wake Me Up or Sunday Social. We'd love to get a viewer one in there too.
Yeah.
Especially on days where maybe we're lacking.
Yeah.
Slacking on
Ours
that.
aren't so
Yeah,
good.
ours aren't the best. So.
All right, since we don't have the full weekend morning report today, we wanted to give you a look at the 5 things you need to know as you start your day.
Well, people are finding all kinds of ways to beat the heat this weekend. Many communities are opening up cooling shelters. We have a full list of all of those cooling shelters from across the state on our website and our mobile app.
Later today, lobstermen plan to rally to speak their minds about proposed regulations on their industry. The proposed lobster fishing restrictions are meant to protect endangered right whales. Governor Janet Mills says she and 3 of Maine's members of Congress plan to be at today's rally that's happening at the Stonington Fishing Pier, and it starts at noon.
Well, here's some ice cream news to cool you down this weekend. The New England Patriots have drafted a Maine company to create the team's official ice cream. Gifford says it'll be producing a special flavor for the 6-time world champs. It'll be sold at Gillette Stadium and around the region. The family-owned ice cream business is based in Skowhegan.
All right, if you love NASCAR, you've got something fun to watch today. A huge success story here. Austin Terrio is racing in the Foxwoods Resort Casino 301 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway today. He's from Fort Kent. Bangor Savings Bank is his primary sponsor, so you'll see Maine businesses all over his car. And this is his first NASCAR Cup Series race. It's his debut, so let's cheer him on. Race starts at 3 o'clock. You can watch it on NBC Sports Network.
Might just tune in for that. Well, today's the last day for Maine's annual celebration of clams. The 54th annual Yarmouth Clam Festival started on Friday and it ends today. So get out there and practice shucking. Have you guys ever shucked?
Practice safe shucking?
Yeah, you got to be.
Because the knife can be very
You
dangerous.
got to be safe.
Yes. Okay, and our team, shout out, we had Amanda Hill and Samantha York who participated in yesterday's clam shucking event. Did not bring home the trophy, but participation clap for you guys.
Good for
Number
them.
2, right?
I think they were second. Yeah, I think they.
Means they beat the other TV stations, so that's
Right.
all I care about.
Number 1.
We'll
in
let
the
those
team
radio
TV.
guys do their own thing, right?
A little competition over there. Okay.
Amanda's a veteran too. She's been doing it for a while. She
Yeah.
knows how to. I don't even know. Do you snap them off? I clearly
Yeah,
should
and
not
actually
be the
Phil Harriman, I think, is the MC of that.
That's right,
So,
our own
pretty
Phil
cool.
Harriman.
Yeah. I do want to give you one more look at the satellite and radar this morning. Check it out because it kind of tells the story. Up north, we have showers and storms. Southern Maine, it's already really hot and really humid. Temperature right now in Portland, 80. Freiburg, 80. Sanford, 80. But some of those storms up north may be on the feisty side as we get into the late morning and midday. So we'll be letting you know of any warnings, most likely here online. But if something is necessary to break in on TV, we'll do that too. And then after today, guys, we lose the humidity. Cooler with a round of rain later tomorrow into Tuesday.
I just
Not
took
mad
a
about it.
quick look at our Facebook conversation going on right now since we're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. And one of the cool things we have is Lindy is saying yay for Social Sunday.
Yay!
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
Love. Oh, cool. And so our pulse poll, like you said, he's just at the bottom of our screen, is do you prefer this heat or would you rather be in a blizzard? And Joni Hallett sending in some awesome social post dog pics. People, Chantel sending somebody in the snow too. So clearly there are people out there in Maine right now longing for the cool and the snow, especially in times like this.
we'll just see next week when we do get some relief if people will be thinking the same snowy thoughts.
Right,
We're at the peak of it right now, so we'll have to check back.
Well, thanks to everybody who sent in pictures, and thank you so much for voting in our Pulse poll. That's going to do it for the Weekend Morning Report.
Yeah, until then, you can check out our website and our new mobile app for the latest headlines and weather. Have a great rest of your Sunday.